Hello. I am getting everything set up and ready to go. I have the new inspiration box that got delivered yesterday. So I am going to be unboxing that and making a card with that tonight. So I'm just going to kind of hang out and wait, see if we get a few people joining in. So hang tight with me for just a minute. Oh, hey, Renee. That's okay. No worries. I hope it's something tasty. I did not have a very exciting dinner today. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? Okay, so we are going to be doing the unboxing of the November inspiration box from Brutus Monroe. And I have some other goodies also. So I'm going to show you what I got as a birthday present. Yesterday was my birthday, so I did get a present. My mother-in-law sent me some stamp goodies. Ooh, baked chicken with cream of mushroom soup, rice, and gravy. That sounds really good. That's much better than what I had, which was literally hot dogs cut into pieces and baked cheese, like cheese crisps. We were trying to make cheese chips, basically, because I'm on this diet that I can't have carbs. And it was a very not exciting dinner, but we did a lot of traveling and kind of going around this weekend. So we were not really about making a big meal tonight. And plus, I wanted to get back since I haven't done a live video in a few days. I just wanted to be able to focus on doing this. I've also got a blog post that I need to have go live at midnight tonight, and I need to get that all finished. So I will be doing that after we finish up on here. Happy belated birthday, Rose. I hope you had a great day. I know that I was thinking about you yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to get on and do anything. Thanks, you guys. 30 is not treating me so bad, so far at least. I am having a little trouble getting this tape off, though. They did not want this puppy to come open during mail. Alright, we'll see what happens. This side is pretty well open except for right here. And now you guys can see I really did not open this before the stream. So you guys are going to get to see my first peek at my box as well. If I ever can get it open. Oh, hey, Lauren. Yes, I did have a good birthday. I have something exciting to show you guys, too. I'm going to show you guys that first, actually. And I need to hang tight for me for 1 second. I am going to pull up a message that has the basically a cheat sheet of what came in the box, because I don't think there's one in here. I don't think so. So hold on 1 second. I just have to pull up the message so that I can see what's in here. Okay. I'm going to copy my message and paste it elsewhere so that I can still see your guys' comments while I am looking through all of this. Okay. Ink. Perfect. All right. Let me get back so I can see all of your comments. Hey, Evilise, how's it going? Okay, cool. So now I can have your comments up and I can see all of my contents listed in here. Okay, so this is the inspiration box, and I'm gonna set it to the side for just a second because I wanted to show you guys something. So yesterday, like I said, it was my birthday, and I was super excited because when I woke up, I had waiting for me this super cute little envelope on top of my phone so that when I would wake up, I would see it. And it says, to Mama. I have 2 children. One is 4 and one is 2. Hey, Penny, how's it going? And so whenever we do cards, whenever I send them to my husband, they always say to Papa, and the ones to me say to Mama. So it says to Mama, and then I opened it up thinking that this was a store-bought card, And turns out this is a handmade card that I got for my birthday yesterday. And my husband made this for me. Apparently, while I was teaching my class at Joanne on Friday night, so I teach cricket classes at Joanne. While I was teaching my class, he was in my craft room, you guys, making this card. So I was kind of in shock, to be honest. I was like, I cannot believe that you made this card. That's crazy. And I was so impressed too because so he went into my stamps and found multiple stamp sets. So he used this cute little girl from one stamp, and this one is from another stamp set. And then on the inside, it's glued shut. Hold on. Okay. And on the inside, he used a third stamp set. So he used 3 different stamp sets for this card. And then he colored. So he used Copic markers, and he used washi tape, and he stamped a sentiment on the outside and the inside, and he used Nuvo drops in the rule of 3s, you guys. He remembered, apparently, from seeing all of my live videos and finished cards of the rule of 3s, that I couldn't believe it. So I had to share that with you guys. I posted it in a couple of different Facebook groups over the weekend, and I just thought it was so funny. I know, Sandy, that's what some other people said too. They're like, I think he's been practicing in there more than you think. That can't be his first card. Because he's never made a card before. This is the very first card he ever made. And I wish that I knew where my first card was, because I want to show it to you guys, because it's awful. It's so bad. I'll have to find it so I can show it to you. I'm like looking around my craft room right now trying to think of where I put it. What? No. Oh, sorry. Andrew is over there. So he's actually listening to me talk about him and his card right now. So the fun news is, what'd you say?
I'm pretty sure I got mine.
Oh, yeah. That's not the first card though. Oh no, it is. That is the first card I ever made. Okay, well that doesn't count. Anyway, sorry you guys. So I'll have to find my first cards so that you guys can see how bad they are, because they were really bad and they were nowhere near this cute. Like, this is super adorable, and I don't know, it's just way cuter than anything that I made when I was first starting. And so I told him that now that I know he's capable of making cards, he has to guest appear in my videos sometimes. So hopefully you guys will get to see him in some of my videos in the future if he will agree to guest design in my YouTube videos. So hopefully that will be something exciting. But anyway, I thought that was super cute. It was really funny. I really liked it. Yeah, Lauren, I thought that would be really fun. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if that's something you would be interested in. I thought it would be really cute. Okay, so Oh, thanks, Amy. I do make some scrapbooks, but I'm not very accomplished. I'll leave it at that. I try to scrapbook, but I'm not necessarily very good at it. Okay, so this is my birthday present from my mother-in-law. So she did an awesome job. My husband, again, winner, he sent her my wish list from Simon Says Stamp. And so she purchased some things that were on my wish list and had them sent directly to me, which is awesome. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. On my playback, it looks really blurry. So hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. But let me know if it's bad. Okay, so what I got is the Tiny Words Christmas, which is a Simon Says Stamp set. It has all kinds of super duper cute stamps. All our cute stamps are perfect little... That's so true. I know. My problem, Amy, is that it's so big that I get overwhelmed. Like, a card is a nice small size. So I think I have to start with 6x6 pages first, because the 12x12 pages just really overwhelm me. It seems so huge, and I don't know what to do with all the space. So I need to practice. I need more practice. I have been pinning on Pinterest some different scrapbook layouts. So that is definitely in my future. This stamp set, like I said, is Simon Says Stamp. It's got this cute little heart, but it has a ton of different Christmas stamp sets, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. It's got some religious ones. It's got, you know, 'Tis the Season, Missing You at Christmas, all kinds of different stuff. There's just a ton. May your Christmas dreams come true. We wish you a Merry Christmas from all of us. I know there's just super cute stamps in there. So that is really versatile for all my holiday cards. And sorry, I don't know what is going on with my throat right now. All of a sudden I went live and I've got, I don't know, I sound kind of hoarse. I don't know what's going. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll have to try it, Amy. I feel overwhelmed by it, but I really want to do it because I want to keep all those memories from the kids growing up and stuff. I don't know. I really want to do that. The other thing that I got here is the Gina K Wreath Builder templates, which is the 3 3/4 and 4-inch sized wreaths. I have been dying to get this forever. I have never had it before, but I had my eye on it for a million years. So I was so excited that she got that for me. And then it also has one of the Wreath Builder stamp sets in here, which is super cool. I'm super excited. I can't wait to use it. I might even try it out tonight if we have time. And then the last one that she got me was this one that I've been wanting for over a year, which is the Concord and Ninth plaid background stamp. Ever since this came out, I'm pretty sure it's been over a year. But ever since it came out, I have been dying to have this, and it just kept getting put off and put off. So I am so excited to have this one. Oh, yay! If you guys have example cards of things you've done with your wreath builders, you should be sure to let me know, because I would love to check it out. I'm going to be looking for inspiration for that. Okay, cool. So now we can move on to the main attraction. So I'm really excited about the Dream Catching Inspiration Box. So this is the November box, and I just got it on Saturday, so it arrived on my birthday. It was supposed to not come until Monday, but I was lucky and it came early. Yes, Jennifer, I'm so excited to play with that one. Oh, Amy, that's awesome. I am so excited to have these ones finally. They've been on my list forever, so I'm totally excited. First of all, let's just take a second and admire the beautiful artwork, as always, on these boxes. It is so, so pretty. Every single month, I am just in awe of how gorgeous these boxes are. I'm going to save them all. It's just so pretty. Okay, so I've opened up my box and we're going to go through them. I'm going to try to do it in the order that my list is in, just so that I can kind of go down the list and make sure I'm not missing anything and that I'm telling you all about it. Although I might not be able to do that. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it works. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you... Oh, awesome, Sandy, that's great. Then you can create right along with me. Oh, you guys, while I'm thinking about creating right along with me, I had an idea, or rather one of my friends had an idea, and I thought it was a really cool idea. I wanted to see what you guys thought of it. So the idea is that in advance, let me stand up so I can see where I'm showing this to. Oop. Okay, this is the feather charm. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Maybe if I put my hand underneath. That is a gorgeous charm that you get in this kit, this inspiration box. Love it. It's absolutely beautiful with that colored detail there. It is so cute. You can use it for jewelry. You can use it on your card. You can order these individually also, so that's available if you want to order more. And then this is 2 yards of jute. So it's very dainty and perfect for dream catching cards. This is really cool. You can use it with your feather or just however you want. A friend gave me some of his inks recently. Yes, they are very juicy. I really like them. Hey, Belinda, how's it going? Amy, I'm so excited that you're here then, because this is one of my favorite things about being on the Brutus Monroe design team is these inspiration boxes. They are so cool. And then we'll make a card at the end too. So once I go through everything, we will create something together. But my idea that my friend helped me come up with is that I would give you guys a list in advance of things that we were going to use, and it would almost be like a card class. So you would get a supply list where you could buy the products, or if you already had them on hand, or you wanted to use similar products from another brand that you already had, You could do that, but we would have a list of supplies that you would need. And then we would do a live video where we all create the same card together. So you guys would get to craft while you were watching the live video and chatting with me, and we could all make the same project. And I just thought that would be so much fun. You guys let me know what you think and if you would be interested in doing something like that. And then I can kind of start planning the class or the curriculum or whatever it is. I just thought that would be such a fun way to interact, and it would be like going to a crop or like having your friends there with you to craft. And even though, you know, we're all in our own homes so that we could have our supplies and all of that, but we would still get to chat and talk to each other. So I thought that would be really cool. Okay, so the next thing, I'm trying to go on my list order, so I'm kind of digging around in here. Oh, awesome. You guys, that's so cool. Okay, so the next thing on the list is that we've got a mix of wood beads. So we've got some that are yellow, turquoise, green, and then a natural color. So there is a gorgeous mix here. These would actually also look really good with the Birds of a Feather inspiration box. And I did try to link stuff below for you guys in case there were things that you were interested in. You can check them out on the Brutus Monroe website, but I have some links down in the description box in case you want to check those out. Just make sure you open it in a new tab so that you don't lose my video when you check it out. Love these. Again, you can use these with your twine. You could use them to make your own jewelry, but you can definitely use them on a card and put the beads on, like how the Dreamcatcher has these beads. And I love that it has the cylindrical ones along with the different shapes. That's super cool to have those different shapes and sizes. The next thing on my list is these velvet pouches. These are crazy. Yes, Mrs. Whitlock, that's what I was thinking. I thought it would be so much fun to craft together and just have that time to make something. And I'm trying to keep this lid out of the way because it's causing like a bunch of shadows. Maybe if I do it sideways, that would be a little better. Okay, so we've got these pouches. You could use these for a ton of different things, but honestly, I was kind of thinking about keeping my extra charms in here that I get from the inspiration boxes. So I'll keep one of them that has my little charms in it. It cinches up just like that. But you can keep just about anything in here, anything that you would like. I don't know. They're very cute. And I like that they're a natural color, so you don't have to worry about them not matching. So, you know, they're not like hot pink or, a specific color that would make it hard for you to match anything to. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? I'm so excited to see all these names that I know and love and new ones too. You guys are the best. Okay, so the next thing on our list to take out of this box are these fancy feathers. So these are actual, I don't think they're actual feathers, but they are feathers that you can use on your projects. I just think that this is so cool. You get 5 of them. So there are 5 altogether. And what I was actually thinking about doing, and I don't know if it will work yet, but I definitely want to try it. Yes, I do have other videos for previous boxes. I think for the last 2, I have a video. So I have one for Birds of a Feather and I have one for the autumn box, which was called Bountiful Harvest. Doesn't it include shipping? I thought it included shipping. Is it separate for the box? See, I learn new stuff every day. For some reason, I was thinking that the inspiration box included the shipping. Yeah, I guess all the other ones include the shipping, but okay. So there are, Amy, if you are new to Brutus Monroe subscription products, there are a few different things that you can get. So there is the stamp of the month, which includes the shipping. There is the embossing powder club of the month, which includes the shipping, and the glitter glaze of the month, which includes the shipping. But it does look like the inspiration box has the shipping separate, so that's the one that you pay for the shipping in. Yeah, separate shipping for the box. No, that's okay, Amy. It's good to check. I didn't even know one way or the other. Oh, hey, Trudy, how's it going? Oh, yeah. I'll see you in a couple minutes when you get home safely. Um, your son and daughter and their families come over every Sunday for supper, even though they live next door and around the corner. That's really cool. I wish that we got to see our family more. Oh, yes, Amy. He has a ton of options, and they're always adding new, different things. So the glitter glaze of the month is brand new. So that is super duper exciting. There are a ton of different things, and it's definitely worth it. Yes, Mrs. Whitlock. For this little box, I mean, it's just packed full of good stuff. They always are. They always have really cool stuff. Okay, so, this was, okay, I'm sorry, hold on. These are the fancy feathers, you guys. These are just the plain white feathers. These ones are the fancy feathers. So there are different types of feathers in here. So you get 5 of the white ones, and then you get 5 of these fancy feathers, which have that different design down at the bottom. So you can really get that rustic, natural look when you go to make your cards. I think these are so cool. And honestly, if you are still making Thanksgiving cards, this would make a really cute turkey. I'm just saying. Like, I honestly might cut up my stamp of the month, and like if you put them together like this, it would take some patience to get them all exactly lined up. But if you took your feathers like this, cut the feathers out from behind him, and then layered him over top so it was just his body, like fussy cut his body, and then you'd have the real feathers behind him, that would be super duper cute. And this, you guys, I know Christopher just showed this. I've been practicing with my little guy here. This is the stamp of the month for November. So if you sign up for the stamp club, you get this stamp mailed to you for $5. It includes the shipping and you get the stamp. I really, really like these monthly stamps that they send out. They're always 2x3. So it's a nice small set, but they are totally good. The Halloween one was super adorable. It was a little candy corn if you haven't seen it yet. Super duper cute. Okay, so that was the fancy feathers. We did the white feathers also. We've also got paper under here. So underneath all of our goodies, including our stamp set, we have a pack full of wonderful. Okay, so the specialty paper, this is new. It usually is solid only, but hold on. Okay. Usually you just get the solid colors like this, but this month we have some patterned colors as well. So there's some really cute prints here that you can use. Then they all match that nice theme with the dream catcher going on. Yes, embossing patterns are great. Ooh, I can't wait because I have that set, Mrs. Whitlock. I've got that tiny words, Simon Says stamp set that I just got for my birthday. Hey Trudy, glad you made it home okay. Okay, so you get 2 each of these designs, of the cardstock. These are 8.5 by 5.5, so they are card-based sized. So if you wanted to fold them down, you could use them as a full sheet, or you could die cut from them, or whatever you like, use them as mats. But then you also do get these other colors of cardstock as well. This cardstock is amazing. The quality of it is top notch. It's really great. You get all these colors. Of course, you get your alabaster here in the back, and then you've got your other colors to match this theme as well. So all in all, you get 8 pieces of the patterned paper, and then you also get, oh, it looks like this one, my list actually says that this one is Neenah cardstock instead of the alabaster this month. Usually you would get the alabaster, I think, but this one is Neenah. We have 2 each of 6 colors of the colored cardstock. So each of these ones you're going to get 2 of, and that's 6 colors of that. And then, yeah, so 6 pieces of the white. That's awesome. It's a lot of cardstock, you guys. I mean, look how thick this pile is. That's a lot. you can really make a lot of cards with this. So that's super cool. The next thing that we have is our designer toner print card panels. These are some of my favorite things ever that we get in the inspiration boxes because they are just so gorgeous. I can't even with this month's especially. These are my favorite ones so far. So the cool thing about these is they are printed with toner ink, so you can foil them. If you're not familiar with these yet, you get these every single time. They've been in every box that I've been a part of so far. They are foilable, so you can put them through your laminator or your foiling machine, whatever you have, and it will stick to that toner ink, so you get these gorgeous foiled images. You get 2 of each design. So we've got the dream catcher there. We've got these absolutely gorgeous feathers. So these make a perfect background in and of themselves. Like, you don't even have to do anything besides foil them, or you could not foil them and leave them as is, and they are absolutely gorgeous. You could also color them with Copics if you don't want to foil them or you don't have foiling accessories. You can definitely color them, watercolor, use the aqua pigments. You can do a ton with these, and they are super duper fancy. I think they look amazing. And then this one is the last one, which I really love. These Dreamcatcher images are just gorgeous. Super excited. I can't wait to use these. Okay, so that is the toner sheets. We also have 2 sheets of glitter stock. If you're not familiar with the glitter stock, this is a glitter paper, but the glitter does not come off. So it is extra super sparkly and shiny without all that annoying glitter residue everywhere. So I love keeping these on hand to have. I know that this one is Fallen Snow. I do not remember what the name of this color is. I will have to research that and let you guys know. I don't remember what color this is, but I know that this one is the Fallen Snow. If somebody knows, they can shout it out. Limping along with an old heat tool. Oh no! That's a bummer. When it overheats it, is it like causing the bubbles and the melty stuff? That's so frustrating. Sapphire. Thank you, Connie. The colors are so vibrant. It's true. Okay, the next thing that we have is our custom glitter to match this card kit or this inspiration box. This has greens and blues. I'm going to take the lid off so you can see it. I don't want to get glitter everywhere, but man, is it pretty. Let me stand up again so I can see where my where I'm putting this. Look at that. The colors are so gorgeous. Absolutely love it. It's so sparkly. Super fancy. Oh, it makes it melt away. Oh no. Oh. Trudy, you might get the the Christmas one, the $50 Christmas one. I can't wait to have that one. I'm super excited about it. Okay, so this is not on our list, but it is an extra freebie that they included in the box, which I am really excited about because I thought this was way smaller, you guys. I thought this was like a normal size washi tape. I didn't think it was huge. Here better. I'm not sure what you mean, Trudy. Oh, the embossing tool. Oh, okay, I see. Not the $50 Christmas kit. You mean the $50 emboss or the heat tool. It's worth it. Oh, you could hear better when I stood up. Yeah, it's because then I'm closer to the camera. Sorry. It's the Wagner is the one that is sold in the Brutus Monroe store. I have it linked down in the description below in case you guys want to know anything about it. But this is the one that they sell in the Brutus Monroe shop. The heat tool is amazing. I use it all the time now. I used to put off heat embossing because I would get so irritated with the bad results I was getting with the heat tool that I had before. And now I pretty much heat emboss on everything. But so this roll of tape is giant, you guys. I thought this was way smaller. When Christopher did his reveal, I thought this was way, way smaller. So just for reference, I don't know if you can see these lines back behind here, but this is 1 inch thick. It's 1 inch. That's crazy. It's giant. Yeah, I don't know about the embossing class. I'm not sure about it, but if I hear, I will definitely let you know. Oh, just want better now available. Yeah, for sure. This is crazy. It's a little bit textured. It is supposed to look like burlap, which I think it does. I mean, this is really cool. And you can see that I was able to just rip it. You can cut it if you want straighter results, but it's very adhesive. I would not use this as a washi tape necessarily. It is a little more sticky and tacky than the other ones, like a traditional washi tape. But you can definitely use this on your projects, and that will look really cool. You can make a whole background out of that. Which box are you waiting for, Trudy? This one that I'm opening right now. I know some people have started getting theirs so far, but not everyone has. I'm just going to use this actually to hold my craft mat down on the side, since I know that it's a pretty good adhesive. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I really like this one. And this one is not, yes, it is stronger. It was a little harder for me to rip, almost like duct tape, but not as hard as duct tape. It was somewhere in the middle. Yeah, for November, for sure. But yeah, so this wasn't even on the list. This was just kind of an extra freebie that was added in, and look how much you get. That's a ton. I have the little label. It says it is 10 yards. So 30 feet. That's pretty good. Oh, he did call it duct tape. It does kind of feel like duct tape, only it wasn't quite as hard to tear. The texture, oh, it does say duct tape right on there. If I would read the label, it says duct tape. But yeah, to me, it feels like duct tape, but like a little bit less. It's not as hard. You know, I feel like duct tape is really difficult to tear, for me at least, and this was not. I didn't have that problem. So, thanks for keeping me honest, you guys. Okay, so the next thing on my list is the C. Yeah, it's like, I feel like it's slightly thinner, but are the kits one and done? I'm not sure what you mean. They only, yeah, so you can't order the kit again once it's sold out. They don't restock them, if that's what you mean. But you don't necessarily have to order before it goes live. So it's not like they only produce a certain amount of people who pre-order. They do sometimes have leftover kits or can put together kits. It just kind of depends on what is available and how much stock they have of everything. The glitter is tiny. Yes, it is very, very, very tiny. It's itty bitty. I opened it up again. Hopefully you can see. The lighting is not very good in here tonight, so I apologize for that. It is itty bitty. Yes, you can order it by yourself or do the subscription and put a hole and not order. Yep. Okay, so the next thing that we have is our ink cube, and this month we are getting C, which is actually cool because I did not have this one yet. And I am going to be swatching it out. Hang tight for 1 second. I'm going to grab my swatch book. Okay. Hey, it actually kind of matches the theme for Birds of a Feather and all my other stuff. Okay, so I keep this binder full of swatches in here, and I have been swatching out my Brutus Monroe colors. So I'm actually going to swatch out the C as well. I might not have a card printed for it though, so we will see. Oh, I do! Hooray! Okay. Reach 19,000. No, it's 19,000 orders. So 19,000 orders have been placed through the Brutus Monroe website, which is crazy. That is a lot of orders. So it's really cool. Whenever they get to a milestone like that, Christopher will send out a gift card in the person who made the Milestone Happens order. So if your order was number 19,000, then you will get a gift card or some sort of gift of some sort in your package, which is really super cool. I'm looking for my butterfly stamp set, which is right next to me somewhere. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so I use this to swatch out my inks just because it's a solid image. Yes, that's a huge deal. 19,000 orders. That is a lot. That's a lot of orders, you guys. Okay, so I just take my solid stamp. 20,000 orders by the anniversary party. Oh my gosh. Okay, what I like to do is get my stamp inked up, and I just do this right away so that I don't have a huge volume of them to do later. What I'm going to do is actually on a piece of scrap paper over here, stamp it once, because I find sometimes the very first time I use it, I don't always get the best impression that I want, like the very first time I use it. And so I stamp it off once just to make sure that everything is good to go. And then, yeah, 1,000 orders in a little over a month. I think he'll probably hit that. And then I just swatch it right on there and then let it dry. I have a, somewhere, I thought I had a baby wipe on my desk somewhere. I think I buried it with other stuff, you guys. Ooh, my desk was clean before I started, but man, no problem. We can do it. Yes, Trudy. Awesome encouragement. I bet we can. 1,000 orders. I mean, that could go by pretty quick. I know it seems like a lot. To me, that seems crazy. My little Etsy shop has been open for over 3 years, and I think I'm at like 600 something sales. So Christopher's knocking it out of the park, y'all. Okay, so then what I do is I just pop it right into my little folder, and then this way, I keep my stencils back there also, but this way I have all my swatches ready to go. I'm going to pop it in, not in any particular color order right now, because I still need to sort them, and I don't have all of the colors yet, so I need to figure out where to leave spaces for the other ones. Oh yes, yeah. I always look at my order numbers so I can see like how things are going. Oh yeah, right before the holidays. I bet that's probably true. It's not going to be difficult at all. So if you're looking for something to swatch with, I use these butterflies. You could also use the stamp of the month from, I believe it was September, which had those cute little shapes. I think I have it right here. Hold on. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Yes, September. So it had these cute little shapes. And you can use the star or the circle or the square, whichever solid image you want, so that you can swatch with. So if you get the stamp of the month, that's a really good idea for those, is to use them as swatches. Yes, Black Friday sale. We'll definitely put them over. Mrs. Whitlock, I got my pocket storage. They're like little coin pocket storage sleeves, and I believe I got them on Amazon. So I will try to find you a link later. I will let you know. I'm pretty sure I got them on Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the very last thing, and obviously the most exciting thing to me in this box, is the stamp set. It is absolutely giant. It is absolutely gorgeous. I really, really like this stamp set. I just can't believe how pretty all of this stuff is. Made all your own cards and printed names on them. Oh, I did not. I actually, sorry, I actually got the download from Jennifer McGuire. So I will find the link for that and give that to you as well. She provides a link for her downloadable ink swatch guide or file, and you can personalize it to match the company and the name that you have. So it comes with guides also. I was just looking to see if I had a blank sheet, but I actually got rid of them already. But once you just type in the name of your stamp, and the company, or sorry, the color of your ink and the company, and you fill up the whole sheet, and then you cut them into squares, and then you can have the little square all set and ready to go. It's really awesome. I honestly don't know what kind of sales he had last year, but I have heard him mention that there will be Black Friday sales. So I'm not sure what they will be, but I know that there will be sales. Okay, so this stamp set, like I said, absolutely gorgeous. I am going to make a card with it, with all these supplies that we just got from this kit. And we can kind of go through it together and see what we can make. So I'm going to start out with some of my white cardstock. So I've got all my stuff kind of piled up over here on the left. And I am going to cut down a piece of my cardstock so that I can stamp out my image. He explained in one of the last 2 videos he did. Is that for the Black Friday sales, Penny? 4.25. So that's really nice that you can just cut it down. You've got your 2 card fronts all ready to go. I really like having stuff like this on hand, pre-cut paper. It just makes it super easy. The cut files will be available Friday, but I haven't found them on the website. Oh no! Are you talking about for this? The cut files for this box? I haven't looked yet. I think it's the one that is currently under house arrest by YouTube. Oh, that video that got, it had some music in the background or something. That's so crazy. Okay, so I've got my mini Misty. I'm going to, let's pick a stamp. I'm going to definitely use the big stamp first, I think, because I want to see it stamped out. It's so pretty. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to pop it down right in the middle just for the sake of ease. And we will figure out exactly what we want to do as we go along. I'm so excited. I am going to use the Raven Detail ink from Brutus Monroe to ink up my stamp. I like having it in my Misty, especially if it's the first time I've used it, just because sometimes the very first time you use a stamp, you don't get the 100% best impression that you could. So I love having the option of having the Misty available. I'm really, really bad about stamping multiple times in one place. I cannot do it, you guys. I try with my acrylic blocks and I just can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah, that's okay though. This stamp is so cool, you guys. I can't even believe all of this detail on here. It is insane. And I just had an idea of what I want to do with this card, and I hope that you guys like it, and I hope that it turns out okay. I have an idea in my head. Yes! You thought Heather pulled it because he gave away too much information. Oh no. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's some of the music. I guess there must have been music playing in the background or something. I don't know. They're crazy about stuff like that sometimes. One time on Facebook, I shared a video of my son dancing to a song. So the song was playing in the background and my son was dancing to it. And they took the music out of it. And, yeah, I don't know. They, like, took my music, so they muted my video. It was crazy. I had never heard of anything like that. And I'm like, how? Okay. I don't know. It just seemed really weird. I have my Squeaky Clean nearby, you guys, but I had this baby wipe already out, so I kind of want to get the most out of it. You can tell it's been well used already, but I like to use them as much as I can just because I don't like to waste anything. So if it's still got some juice in it, I am going to use it. I'll get my Squeaky Clean out later. Oh no. I hope I'm not frozen. Hopefully everybody can still see me. It looks like it's okay on my end. Hopefully you guys can let me know if there's anything going on. I'm going to leave it in there for now in case I want to do something else. I'm not sure what else we'll do with this one, but I want to keep it out just in case. Yeah, Amy, this is such a good value. $35 for all of this stuff. It's It's nuts. Um, I don't know. I feel like you get so much and you can make so many things that it's definitely worth it. Okay, so what I want to do, you guys, is I'm going to use some aqua pigments. I think I'm going to use, let me grab them just to make sure, but I think I want to use like some of the purple and some blue. Okay, so I've got my aqua pigments all ready to go. I think I want to use maybe fuchsia and blue-green maybe. Okay, good. I'm glad that I'm not buffering or anything. Okay, so blue-green, fuchsia, and I kind of want to add one more, so I think I'm going to go with yellow-green, and we will see how these do. I made a background like this the other day, you guys, and I filled up my whole page, and I don't want to do that this time. I kind of want to try to keep it focused around this sort of area. This is definitely going to be an experiment for me. I might try picking it up. This is just some scrap plastic that I have on my desk. I might try picking some of it up and doing the ink smushing like this, but I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal about the aqua pigments. I love them. I have the whole second set. I don't have all of the first set because I don't have brown, black, or pearl. I don't have the pearl one yet, which I'm definitely missing out. But I have the whole second set because I loved the colors so much. I could not resist. I really like them. They are super, super pigmented. They are, for those of you that don't know or are not familiar with them, they are liquid watercolors. So they come with a dropper. You just plop it out. Okay, no problem, Trudy. Yeah, I don't think he's added the cut files yet. They are super pigmented. They are really fun to use. I love that they have the dropper. They are non-toxic, and it's a full ounce. It's not even half an ounce. Most of them only come in half-ounce measurements. These ones are a full ounce, and the price is awesome. Especially, I don't know. I just feel like it's definitely worth it for the amount that you get. I don't think you can beat it. Okay, so you can see I've got my media mat down just like a craft mat. It's a non-porous surface so that it doesn't get seeping through. It's not like a paper where it's going to go into the surface. So we are good to go there. I just pop down my drops, just put a bunch of stuff down. And then I'm going to take a mister with just a little bit of water. This is clean water, nothing fancy at all. And I just spray a couple of times just to kind of get it a little bit more liquidy and running. This is experiment though, you guys. I've never done ink smushing like this, so this is new to me. We're gonna experiment together. Ooh, it's cool. Okay, so this is supposed to give you a little more control over where your colors go than if you just did it like by plopping your ink or your paper into the ink. And you can kind of get more of the colors that you want. What I should have done if I was going to do this, now that I'm thinking about it in hindsight, I should have kept my colors very separate, and I could have used each color in its own area, kind of, if that makes sense. But like I said, this is experimentation for me. This is new. So I have not done this before, but that's okay. We are learning together, y'all. But yeah, so if I were to do this again, I would keep my colors separate just so that they don't bleed together like this, because I did get a little bit of, once it's drying, it's looking a little bit better, but it was a little bit dark and muddy here for a little bit there. So maybe we'll be okay once it dries. It won't look as gross. I didn't really like the way that it looked. but I want to keep my color right around here, and I love the little flecks that you get on the outside. It's going to look like a really cool watercolor mixture. I don't know, I really like how this is kind of turning out. Let's do a little bit up here. So this clear plastic is actually a really cool way. What I would normally do is just literally plop my ink or my paper into the ink or the liquid, depending on what I was using, and just kind of go to town. But I really like this. This is turning out really cool. I like that you have more control over what you're doing. You can see where the color is going. This is really super cool. I'm pretty excited about this. And you can see I'm just kind of going around the outside, adding that little bit more color. I think that's super cool. They really do, Tracy. I can't believe how nice that looked. I thought for sure I was like ruining it, but it looks pretty cool. And what we'll do too is we'll trim this down afterwards so that we have a more purposeful sort of look to it. And then I might even do a little bit of splattering on its own. Let me go ahead and wipe this clean. And you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my other piece of white paper and just go ahead and plop it in once I'm happy with this. And because I don't want to waste my watercolor, I want to use whatever I have. This is a Tim Holtz splatter brush. This is what I use to do my flicking. So what I will do is just get it wet a little bit and drop it like this. You just kind of pinch the pieces together and flick them on like that, and you get those beautiful splatters. You can get your other colors here also. Very cool. I like the messy watercolor look that we got there. And once it dries, I think it's going to look really cool. Okay. So, like I was saying, what I want to do is go ahead and use my other piece of paper. So I'm going to set this one aside to dry for just a little bit, but I'll kind of let you take a look for a second, see what it looks like right now. I'm kind of happy with that. I think it looks pretty. We're going to set it aside over here. And then I'm going to take my other piece of white cardstock that came from my kit. So now I've used up one of my sheets. I'm going to pull my sleeve up just a little bit. All I'm going to do, you guys, literally is plop it directly into this ink, get it completely covered. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. I am a sucker for ink smooshing. I don't know why. I just love it so much. And I just cover my whole sheet till it's soaking wet. And you guys, this is regular cardstock. This is not like some fancy watercolor paper. It's not even the fancy aqua pigment paper that you can get for these. This is just classic cardstock. And I like to have these abstract sort of backgrounds on hand. And then what I do is I just get out my little clipboard, set them aside to dry, and just kind of let it do its own thing while I am waiting. Normally I would go through, I have another little scrap here, so I'm going to kind of gather up some of this. I like to just pick up the extra color. Like I said, I don't like to waste it. Literally, I'm just smearing this around on my craft mat to pick up the color. Nothing fancy. There is no like secret technique to this at all, but I just pick up the color because I don't like to waste it. And then I save that for later. I'm going to let it dry over there on my clipboard and then just wipe down my desk so that I don't have any residual color left over. I think that that is pretty cool. With our background that we made, we got to decide what we want to do now that my hands are nice and stained. It's going to need time to dry because it is fairly wet. But I kind of want to figure out what exactly I want to do with it, and then we can go from there. So we have, I'm going to put a piece of cardstock behind this just so you can see all of the sentiments we have to choose from. We have, may all your dreams come true, dream big. If your dreams don't scare you, dream bigger. Everything starts with a dream, and follow your dreams. So we've got some awesome, encouraging sentiments in this one. I really, really like these. We can decide what we want to do. I really like this one. I also really like for this particular card, the May All Your Dreams Come True. So one of those I think I'm probably going to want to go with. And I think what I might want to do is, because I don't love how this got a little bit more muddy, so I think I might want to use that sentiment over here and put a little sentiment strip that maybe goes out over the edge a little bit. We will see. What I am going to do is use, I actually kind of really like this paper with it. Or maybe the green, because that kind of matches our colors. Ooh, I think that's going to look really cool. Okay, so then we can kind of layer that over the top. So I'm going to trim it down just so that it matches the size. I'm going to make it pretty close, a pretty snug fit. I like it to be, I don't like to have a lot of extra space, especially because we don't want to take away from that image. I want to save as much of that space as I can. Okay. And what I like to do is leave it long and then figure out how I want to cut it or trim it down so that, you know, I'm not stuck with just a little rectangle. Ooh, with the C ink, let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to pop out my Dreamcatcher from my Misty and set that off to the side. I'm going to pop in this little guy here. And I don't know if you guys have the bar magnet, but this has been a life changer for me. Ever since I got this, I have had way more fun using my Misty. The two magnets, number one, I broke them. But number two, I was always so frustrated with them, like, you know, clinging together, and I don't know, I love this bar magnet so much more. So if you don't have it yet, you should invest. It's only like $8, I think, but it is worth it. Okay, so we've got our green paper. We're going to go ahead and ink up our sentiment with the C ink. And then I've got, of course, in my Mini Misty, so that if I don't get a perfect impression the first time, I can go ahead and stamp it again, which, if you guys know me, you know I don't do well with stamping things again. Without my Misty, I would be the worst stamp or card maker ever. Oh no, I didn't know that I didn't even know he sold that on his website, so I guess it has been out of stock for a long time. We're gonna have to tell him we want more. I want him to get more regular Misties, the original Misty, because I have this mini Misty, but I do not have the original Misty, and I really want one. I'm hoping that he will get some more in stock so that I can order one. All right, hopefully third time is the charm and we get a nice, deep, solid color. Perfect. Okay. I am going to go ahead and wipe this off while I've got it out. It's not going to clean it all the way. Some of these inks do stain stamps, but that's okay. Nothing is wrong with the stamp. It won't hurt it at all, I promise. Doesn't affect its ability to stamp at all. It just changes the color. Let's see. My hands are a little dirty, so I keep getting worried that I'm going to stain my stuff. Okay, so we've got our sentiment. I am thinking I'm actually going to go ahead and trim this down. And it's okay that it's not dry yet. It doesn't have to be perfectly dry for it to be trimmed or anything. It's okay. I'm thinking I was considering maybe not centering it so that I can have my sentiment over to the side over here and it won't cover up as much of the Dreamcatcher. Because it's such a beautiful image. I really don't want to cover it up. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Because it's only 1/4 inch. I don't think once the sentiment is on there that you'll be able to notice too much. But I do want to take an even amount off the top and the bottom. So I'm going to push it out just past 5.25. Trim that little bit off the top. Flip it around. And do the same up here, except to 5.25. So that we get that on both sides. Okay. And then, like I said, it is a little off center, but that is okay. I'm wondering if one of our printed pieces might look nice as a matte, but it does take away from some of the, you can't see the print, which I don't love. I want to be able to see the print. So I might go for just a standard solid color. What do you guys think? I think I like the solid color better. And I like how it's a lighter pastel sort of color. It's not like super vibrant. I mean, the colors are bright, but they are soft as well. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is trim this little one down. Let's see, I did that one at 4. I don't want it to be quite 4.25. I want it to be in between 4 and 4.25. Yeah, the solid, I like that better too. And then for this one, I want it to be in between 5.25 and 5.5. Because I only want just a little bit of this popping out. I don't want it to be my whole card front. So I want it to be a very fine, just an 1/8 inch border all the way around, just to get a nice matting. I really like the way that looks. And then I'm going to snag one more of the pieces of white cardstock from the card kit. Fold that down to a card base. All right. Okay, so this is basically what our card is going to look like on the front, at least for the basics of the set here. Okay, so we've got that nice pop of color. I really like that. I think that's pretty. Okay, so then we've got our sentiment, which I just bent. And I'm thinking it is a little large for this. I just don't want to I don't want to cover up. I'm so nervous to cover up the dream catcher. It's just so pretty. I don't want to cover it. Because if I put it here, even if I hang it off to the edge, it covers up so much of the image. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to change course. And you're probably all going to groan because I have been doing this so much lately. But that's okay, because I'm going through a thing. I think I'm going to try some vellum and see if the vellum will look cool with, I think it will, because it'll give it more of like a dreamy muted look. I think it'll look really neat. I can't get this on. That's a situation, yeah. I don't want to cover it up. It's too pretty. Especially not for my first card. That's too much. Okay, so what I'm thinking is either I use a smaller sentiment. That could work. I could either do Dream Big, because then it's a much smaller sentiment. It's not so overwhelming. Hey Trudy, I'm so glad you're back. The vellum, yes, I think Okay, so the other option is to put the vellum in front and then put this, if your dreams don't scare you, dream bigger, so that maybe the sentiment is more of the focus rather than the... We're going to try a couple different things. And you know what? The cool thing is, whatever we don't use for this, we can use for another card. Because, you guys, I am going to be doing my little Jess Rocks the Box thing finally this month. So I'm going to share a video where I make some cards using the inspiration box. So then I'll have all this extra stuff that I've got on hand. So I think that this is going to be maybe our best bet. We'll see, because it'll keep this smaller sentiment. You think so? Okay, I'll get it out. The Dream Big one. This little guy. Okay. We can try and see what it looks like on here. Up top. But I think I might not like it very much because it's got the big D up top. Because it's a cursive word, it's got this the upper part of the letter sticking out, so it's not all one strip, so it will have to be a bigger... Oh, you think still put it on the vellum? Okay. Okay, let me think about this. I was thinking about embossing it, but I honestly don't know. I was thinking about heat embossing it, but the colors, if I had mermaid tail, I would totally use that, but I don't have that. Yeah, that's a good idea, with the bigger sentiment on the inside. I don't have any mermaid tail. These are the ones that I have. I have Gilded, Sandcastle, Christmas Eve, which is the new one that Christopher just put out. Yeah, the fluffiness of the feathers compete. I have white. I have the Golden Gourd, the glow in the dark, that's out. Rainbow Sparkle, Coffee Grounds, and then these are glitter glazes. So I don't want to use the new one because it's red. It's like really red. And I don't think it will complement our color scheme very well. What I could do, I could stamp it in C and then use the Rainbow Sparkle over top. Or that too. Stamping in the rainbow glitter on black ink. Okay. So I could do either of those. I could either do the C or I could do black and then do the rainbow glitter on top. What do you guys think? We'll make a decision together. I love it when you guys help. Rainbow Sparkle. Yeah, that's the one I grabbed. Okay, while you guys are helping me decide, I'm going to get things set up so that we can go ahead and go once we do decide. All right, Dream Big. I really like this. Such a pretty sentiment. Okay, the C with the rainbow on top. All right, let's try it out. Because then hopefully we get some of that color and then a little bit of sparkle. We'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp. Oops, I'm hanging off the bottom a little bit. Do both and then decide. You sound like me. I'm bad at making decisions. Sometimes it takes me so long to create anything because I don't know. I have such a hard time picking, deciding. I just have a really hard time. Okay, that's very dreamy. Rainbow on top. Okay, so I might actually be able to, because this is very juicy, I might actually be able to emboss if I'm fast enough. I might be able to emboss this, which makes me wish I would have used my powder tool ahead of time. I did not. Let me get a coffee filter. We'll see what happens. The good news is this is kind of a clear. Once I get an idea, sometimes it takes off, like my fall card. Yes! I have been making a lot more fall cards lately than I have any other year. Yeah, that didn't really stick very well. I don't think it worked. Nope. I got a whole bunch of it on the background, but not really much of it on my actual sentiment. I was hoping because it was still wet, I might get lucky, but I think I'm just going to need to stamp it again. A girl can hope, right? That's okay. So what I'm going to do is pop my Misty back over here. That's the beauty of having the Misty all ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm actually out of paper towels. Shoot. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to do the unconventional. I'm just rubbing it off. Except when it dries, this is a little dull on the vellum. It doesn't look quite as vibrant as I thought it was going to look. I'm going to try to get as much. Feels like it needs the fuchsia pink color as a backing. Oh yeah, to like brighten it up maybe. Unfortunately, I would have used a brighter color, but we don't have any of that color in the kit. So I like to only use the products that you get. Which one? The color in here? It was fuchsia, I think. Yeah, fuchsia. When you comment on blogs, it shows up as unknown. Huh. Trudy, when you commented mine, like on my blog, I saw that it was you. I replied to your comment today. It took me a little while. Defeats the purpose of trying to be able to see the stamped image. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Oop, I almost forgot again. This is all experimentation, so I'm not too worried if it doesn't turn out perfect the first time. That's okay. We'll get there. Okay. On the blog hops, every comment said unknown. Oh no. Belinda, did you comment on mine? I don't think I saw anyone that said unknown. I mean, maybe, but I feel like everyone I looked at had a name. You guys, this is not working out for me. This, I don't think that I like the way that this works on the vellum. The rainbow sparkle. I don't think that it, on black and stuff like that, it shows up really well, but I don't think on this vellum that it's going to work super well. Okay, I'm going to turn on my heat tool real quick and just see what we can do. Okay, it helped it stand out a little bit more, but I got to be honest, you guys, I don't like this. I don't like the way that it looks. So I think, I don't know. Some people's look different than others. Maybe what bloggers post on. Yeah, I'm on WordPress, so I'm not sure. I go back in, reply, spot, and type in my name and email. Aw, weird. My blog is through WordPress, so I'm not really sure if that impacts it. I mean, I'm sure it does in some way or another, but I don't know. Okay, I don't love that, you guys. So I think what I'm going to do is go a different route. And I think I'm going to, I guess I could try to stamp on this other side. It does get lost on the vellum. I feel like it's just too light. So I'm going to grab this again, wipe it off again. We'll figure this out, you guys. Don't worry. I'm going to see if I can stamp it on the same piece, just on the other side. Oh, yeah, that's fine, Trudy. Oh, it was on the Unity blog hop the other day. Oh, no. Well, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. Sometimes it just depends on the website you're on, because sometimes even I have trouble commenting on different sites. I don't know. It doesn't work. Like some of the people's blogs, I can't even figure out where to comment. Like I can't even find the comment section, which is crazy. Okay, so we've got our ink here. I don't know. The black definitely doesn't get as lost, but I think it's gonna, I don't know, you guys. Color the back with alcohol markers, and it helps it stand out more. Well, I can definitely try. Let me put this off to the side. I don't want to, it's not quite dry. Hold on, let me hit it with the heat tool really quick, just to, because I don't want to smear it. Takes a little longer to dry. Okay, so the thing is with this vellum, this is not like, this is really cheap vellum, you guys. It's not like a super good type of vellum by any means. What happens is when you go and hit it with a heat tool, or when it dries naturally, whatever you have on there gets lighter than it was before. I'm not super loving the way that this has been turning out. So we will see. I don't know. See, it kind of turns almost like a charcoal sort of color. It's not quite, I don't know. I mean, I definitely like this better than before. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with, I'm going to test it on some of my scrap vellum first. We have this color, which is BG23. That might help. Or I do have some pinks. If you think, yes, me too, Belinda. I can't wait for it either. Yes, it's so awesome. It's supposed to be released really soon. Hopefully we get to see a sneak peek of it really soon. Okay, this is a very vibrant color, so I'm wondering how it shows up, if it's too dark. I'm not sure if that will be too dark. Once it gets dry, it is a little bit lighter, so it's not quite as bright. I'm nervous to try it. Let's do it on the back of here and see what happens. I don't know. Obviously, it will look different because the text is black now instead of... But I think it does lighten up quite a bit. All right, let's go for it, right? Go big or go home, y'all. I'm living on the edge today. And I'm okay if I get a little bit on the craft mat. As long as I wipe it up fairly quick, it'll be okay. And you can get the alcohol marker up with hand sanitizer or alcohol also. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a second. Set that over there. Oh no! Okay, can you see me? Sorry about that, you guys. That was I got a notification and it, sorry. I don't know why it does that. That's so frustrating. Let me know when you guys can see me again. Hopefully it's working again. Okay, good. Sorry about that. When I get a low battery notification, it like kicks me out. Because go figure. Okay. Embossing on vellum, coloring on the backside gives a great stained glass a look. Okay, so I did color on the back. Oh, I've got some streak marks, so that kind of stinks. We can adjust that though. Let's see. This is getting dry enough that I feel almost ready to go ahead and adhere it to the front just so that we have a better idea of what it's going to look like. Give me 1 second and I will go ahead and do that. So I think I have a hard time sometimes, like if I can't see really what it's going to look like, I don't know for sure if I like it or not. So I sometimes have to just go ahead and adhere everything where it's going to go in the end so that I know that I like the placement. Uh-oh. It's a little shorter than I thought. It's only 1/8 of an inch. Gotta get right up there in the border. All right, much better. Okay. Cool deal. I really like the way that this background turned out. That's super cool. Aqua Pigments to the rescue. All right, cool. So I'm just using my ATG from Scotch to go ahead and put the adhesive on the back there. Get my card front all lined up. And I really like the effect that it gives to have that tiny little mat and then the white border around the outside. I just feel like it adds a little bit more dimension than just having it a solid, the solid blue color. I like the way that that looks. Okay. You guys, the only other thing I didn't think about with the vellum is if we were to put that here, like I don't know how I'm going to adhere it without you being able to see it. Because I don't have any special glue that works with the vellum. Like that won't show through, you know? I've tried a bunch of stuff and it does not. Let's try the craft glue. The craft glue from Brutus Monroe, because I think I heard Christopher say that it was supposed to work with vellum. We'll see what happens. Put some Nuvo drops on the front, like where the glue is. I'm gonna try. Oh no! I think I just plopped glue on it somewhere. I don't know where that glue went. Well, okay then. I was pretty sure there was glue on the outside of that, but I don't know where it went. Weird. Okay, so this is our front. Let's turn it over to the back. I think Christopher said that it was supposed to work with vellum, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to try to keep it behind the letters as best as I can. Liquid glue just behind the letters. It dries clear. Okay, I'm going to try my best. I don't have a fine tip applicator on this one, so it's hard to get it only on the letter because this is a pretty thin stamp. What is the color on the back of the vellum? It is RV17. It's called Deep Magenta. All right, let's see what happens, you guys. I'm so nervous. I don't want to put it down. I'm nervous. I mean, so far so good. I think it looks okay, honestly. I don't, like with my matte multimedium, I could see it through immediately. Like I could already see it at this point, that it had the dark color behind it. So that's pretty awesome. Cool. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've got our cute Dream Big going across there in that nice, it's sort of see-through, but it's got that nice backing. So that was an awesome tip. Thank you for that. And then we got to add some bling or some, I don't know, something exciting. But let's see. Would you guys consider it cheating if I used bling that wasn't from the card kit? I wanted to use everything just from the card kit, but I think I want to use some pretty sequins or something. You guys let me know. Is that cheating? I've got a big selection. You know what? I have something from a previous card kit that might work. Hold on. So from Birds of a Feather, I have those peacock ones. Hold on one second. These, the blues and the greens. The decorative details, the little flat back pearls. Or I have these sequins also. Or not sequins, but rhinestones. Whoopsies. Fell right out. Okay, so this is from the Birds of a Feather kit. So I've got these little guys, which would match the blues and the greens, or I can do the clear. What do you think? Clear and sparkly, or blue-green peacock pearls? I think either would look pretty. The blue-green, you think? Okay. All right. Because then we can at least say it's from a card kit. It's not from this card kit, but it's at least from one of the card kits. Just putting back my tray. Okay. So this, for those of you who have not seen the previous videos, this little mixture here is from a set. It's from a previous inspiration box. It's called Birds of a Feather. So it was not this past month, but the month before that, I believe. I love, love, love this box. It is probably, I don't know, between the one that we have right now and this one, those are probably my two favorite. I just think that everything in them is so pretty. Okay, so what I want to do is find the itty bitty ones. I really like these tiny, tiny ones. I think they look so cute when you put them together in the little clusters. I love that these come with different size. They do coordinate so pretty. I like it. I really like it. They work so well together, those two kits. And here's another little tiny one. I'm trying to get out of here. They're so small. Okay, here we go. And I'll figure out the placing here in just a minute. Oh, Fairy Garden would work too. Yes, that's so cool that these sets can work so well together. You're not stuck like, oh, I can't use that. It's from a different set. You really have the option to use a bunch of different stuff, which is awesome. Okay, I think I actually like how that looks. Okay. Now I'm kind of torn. I'm like, if only it were daytime, I might want to share this card on the blog tonight or tomorrow, whatever. That is super cool. I'm really excited about how this is turning out. I was going to slide these off my desk, but I'm worried they're going to fall on the floor. Oh, good. I don't know what happens with the connection sometimes. Sometimes it cuts out when I get a low battery notification. I don't know why it does that. It's really strange. Okay, so all we have to do is adhere our sweet little gems or pearls. Are pearls gems? Are those considered gems? I don't really know. Okay, so I'm going to do them one by one just so I don't mix anything up or put them in the wrong spot. And I like to do these ones before I move on to the next set. Again, so I don't mess anything up or forget where my placement was. I like to put them all on there while I've got them. It's getting better and better. Yay! It does. It looks so cute. I'm really excited about this card, you guys. This is, I think, this might be my favorite card we've ever made together live. I think it's turning out really cool, which is awesome. This set is really cool. This whole inspiration box is amazing. Usually I would use my little jewel or gem picker for this. Quick stick, I think is what it's called. But I'm just using my finger today. Stones or gems, yeah. I think they're technically called flatback pearls, but I don't know anything else about them other than that. Okay, so you guys, I think that is it. Although I might do something crazy. I think I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to spray it with glitter. Hang tight 1 second because I am about to grab this ridiculous bottle of stuff that I have. And I really should do this, like, not at my desk, but since we're on a live video, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And who cares if there's glitter forever? Oh, you know what I could do? Here, I'll make it better. I'm going to rip this open so that I have a little bit more space. Here we go. Okay. That way it's a little bit better. So this is spray glitter. It's like fairy dust or whatever. It's silver colored. I like to test it on something else first, keep it nice and far away, and then I just do a couple quick spritzes, and we are done. Hey Amy, how's it going? Look at it. I don't know if you can see. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Whoops. I might have lost you for a second there. Hold on one sec. I'm going to wait just a second because I think I'm going to plug my phone in real quick. Sorry for the jiggling that's about to happen. The camera's going to be all over the place for a second. Yee. Okay. Hello. Okay, are we still together? How are we doing? Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, so I am super excited. I don't know how much you can see of this with the glitter, but oh my gosh, you guys, in person, I wish you could see it as well as you can in person. It is so, oh, there we go. There's some of it. Ooh. It's so pretty. That glitter was like the perfect touch. It's so magical. I really like how this turned out, you guys. I'm so excited. I really, really love this whole inspiration box. I'm in love. It's great. So that is the card for tonight, you guys. We went through the whole box. We made a pretty card. I have a little bit left to do on some of my other stuff for tonight, but do you guys want to see the card that I'm going to share on the blog at midnight for Brutus Monroe? So I just finished making this one today, actually. I used the Bunny Kisses set, and I also used the Sweata Weta stamp set, which is the Unity collaboration. And I made this cute little card. Of course I used vellum because I've been on a huge vellum kick, but this is that Christmas Eve embossing powder, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, Belinda, that's so awesome. You know what you should do? Put it in the, are you part of the Brutus Monroe fan club on Facebook? You should totally post that picture and tag me, because I would love to see it. That's super adorable. Yes, so this is the Christmas Eve embossing powder. So this is the brand new one. I've got Bunny Kisses here. So this Warm Hugs actually came from the Bountiful Harvest inspiration box stamp. And this one, oh yeah, Belinda, that would be awesome. This one, so it was one sentiment, and I just stamped it and then cut it apart and heat embossed it. And then, like I said, the background is the Sweata Weta, and then I used those cute little red sequins on there as well. So it's got all that sparkle, but it's still got a lot of black and white. I wanted to try to keep it like non-traditional kind of. I don't know. I really liked that it was different from the other Christmas cards that you see. I liked the colors, that it was really cute. So that one is what's going on the blog tonight at midnight, and you guys will be able to see that if you hop onto the Brutus Monroe website and then click blog. Once midnight hits, I will be up on there, so you can leave me a comment and some love. But yeah, so that is it for tonight, I think, so I can go ahead and finish my blog post because that's not done yet. But this is our card. I hope that that gave you some inspiration for when you guys get your inspiration boxes in the mail, which will hopefully be this week. And I hope that you guys will tag me when you make something with it. I'm super excited to see what you guys create, and make sure that you stay tuned so that you can see what I make in my series, my brand new series, which is Jess Rocks the Box. So in those videos, I will be making cards using products from the inspiration box. So don't miss that if you want more inspiration on what you can do with all of your awesome kit contents. I super duper love all of you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me all this time, and all the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. You guys have made 30 seem a little sweeter. I'm pretty excited about all of you guys and just having you here with me. It's really cool to have you guys to chat with. So if you guys are going to the anniversary party, keep me updated with plans in case we get anything going. And I will see you guys all again really soon. Hugs and love. Mwah. Good night, everybody. Love you guys.